Every hour, 6 days a week, 13,000 pounds of King's Hawaiian bread is baked at their plant in Torrance, California. Those signature buns generate an estimated 85% of the $900 million in annual revenue that the King's Hawaiian food empire brings in. It's an impressive haul for a food company, where gross margins typically hover around 30%, especially considering the King's Hawaiian recipe calls for some 12 key ingredients, which is 3 times as many as other breads, and some of which can only be sourced from the original suppliers in Hawaii. Led by Mark Tyra, the 67-year-old son of the bakery's founder and the CEO since 1983, King's Hawaiian only has a few competitors that do even better. But eking out a few extra cents isn't a priority for Tyra, who has no outside shareholders. That enables him to live by one of his father's best pieces of advice: never be greedy. It's wisdom that has served him well. Through King's Hawaiian, the Tyra family has achieved a classic American story of success. When Tyra became CEO at 27 after his father, revenue was $3 million annually, about $9.5 million today. Under Tyra's leadership, the brand has found a massive cult following, and the modest family business has evolved into an acquisition-hungry home for emerging brands. They have also started a Hawaiian-inspired restaurant concept, all while remaining 100% family-owned. Forbes estimates Tyra's extended family is worth $2 billion. The King's Hawaiian journey began on a sugar plantation on Hawaii's Big Island. There, Robert Tyra grew up the 6th of 9 children born to immigrants from Okinawa, Japan, who came to work the sugarcane fields in 1906. After World War II, young Robert became a translator stationed in Japan. Upon noticing how happy people were when biting into baked goods, he realized he wanted to become a baker and enrolled in baking school once he was back in Hawaii. His father cashed out his life insurance policy, worth $350 or $4,500 today, to help launch his son's store. With used equipment from military surplus, Robert's Bakery opened in 1950 in Hilo, Hawaii. The bake shop, also known for its chiffon cakes with tropical flavors like guava, passion fruit, and lime, regularly had lines down the block. Shipping to the mainland grew into a steady business. King's became the Honolulu post office's top customer, shipping tens of thousands of loaves a year. Aiming to reduce the transportation costs of shipping loaves to the mainland, Robert and his wife, Tosqueno, mortgaged the family home to build a bakery just outside of Los Angeles. In 1977, the production facility opened at a cost of $3.7 million, or $18.7 million today. The only problem? The factory hadn't signed any mainland customers. So Robert hit the pavement. 2 years of cold calling buyers and dropping off samples later, the bet on themselves paid off. In 1979, Safeway became King's first national account. That was progress, but the brand didn't really catch on until Robert and Mark made a fundamental change to their signature product, ditching loaves for shareable rolls. They spent months cutting and rounding dough by hand before landing on pull-apart sweet rolls. Their signature 12-pack launched in 1983. Hungry for more, the Tyra family pushed east to Georgia. He built a state-of-the-art 120,000 square foot factory outside of Atlanta in 2011 with a $65 million loan. King's Hawaiian could finally deliver rolls, baked, then immediately frozen to keep them fresh, to Northeast markets like New York, profitably for the first time. Now, King's Hawaiian is eyeing events like Super Bowl. Mark Tyra wants Slider Sunday to be the new Taco Tuesday, as well as grilling holidays like 4th of July and Labor Day. Customers are buying rolls all year long. A decade ago, some 60% of annual sales came from Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Now, it's 40%. Rather than being acquired, Irresistible Food Group is the one that has been doing the buying. Under John Linehan, who is the holding company's CEO, In the last 3 years, Irresistible has spent around $100 million combined to scoop up Boston-based Grillo's Pickles, where sales doubled since the acquisition, Innovation Bakers, a supplier to Southern California's 7-Eleven locations, and Hawaii-based Shaka Tea. Irresistible also invested in Honey Mamas, the refrigerated cocoa truffle bars, and mochi ice cream maker Mochi Doki. With the business now in its 3rd generation, the Tyras say they will continue to rebuff outside investors and acquisition offers, and that King's Hawaiian will remain family-owned. Tyra believes Irresistible could soon top $1 billion in sales. To get there, the company needs to sell more rolls, pickles, teas, and a fair amount of new products too. 1/3 of American households now eat some version of Irresistible's food, but there's always room to grow. And not only in the US. Costco's 27 locations in Japan now sell King's Hawaiian rolls. Its bread is also sold in Canada and in 14 Central American, South American, and Caribbean countries, as the Tyras eye Germany, the United Kingdom, and more.